So again, Paul's chained to a Roman soldier. He sees these things, and the Roman soldier would have worn body armor, which was made of leather, overlaid with metal for the purpose of protecting their chest and vital organs in battle. So as weaponry has changed, tactics have changed as well. But the gear has stayed relatively the same. In today's language, Paul would have said, put on the Kevlar vest, that's what I got here, of righteousness. So Paul's writing today, that's what he says. And this vest is really an interesting thing. It's made of synthetic fibers or advanced plastic polymers. Inside of kind of the protection part here is a metal plate or glass or steel or fiberglass, some sort of thing, titanium, and it's going to protect your vital organs from bullets, knives, shrapnel, anything like that. Designed to protect you. So you get what Paul's saying. This is, the breastplate of righteousness is designed to protect you. I should hold it the right way. But anyway, when you got this baby on, it's kind of heavy. It's like you never forget that you're not wearing it. Like you always know. It's just kind of always there. And kind of righteousness is like that. Because everyone else is doing everything else, and you're in a situation, you're like, I don't think I can do that. You kind of know when you got righteousness on. It separates you. It should also give you a little bit of confidence. So righteousness is not the easiest option, and a lot of people aren't wearing it. But if you have it on, it's going to protect you from a lot of pain and hurt. So I'm going to have Pastor Ben, why don't you come up here? I've got another Kevlar vest here. Kind of. My son had one like this. Maybe you had one. Pastor Ben, would you put that on and just kind of stand over here? Looking real protected there. So Pastor Ben's like, I'm going to go into battle in these evil times, in this evil world, and he's got like knife attack, no problem. Got protection on. Bullets coming, shrapnel's coming, no big deal. Like if you were to go to battle, comes a little bit before. If you're going to go into battle like this, people would be like, "What are you doing? It's crazy." And yet, a lot of us do the same thing with righteousness, don't we? Yeah. Right? We put our own way of thinking. And we're like, "This is going to protect me when I go out on Friday night. When I do this thing, this would protect me." And you walk into battle, and the enemy's like, "That's what you're wearing? Okay, let's go." When you put on God's righteousness, here's what you find. Your character begins to change. Here are some synonyms of righteousness. Virtuous, moral, good, just, blameless, right, honorable, decent. Now, just because I have this one on doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go through trouble. Doesn't mean I still can't be hit by something and knocked down by it. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to go through. Sin will still affect you, but you got some protection there. I'm going to have Pastor Todd come out, and he's actually wearing a Kevlar vest for me, and looking sharp, looking real good compared to Ben over here. Ouch. That's good. So Pastor Todd's got this on. You know what righteousness does? I put on righteousness. It protects me from an affair, right? It protects my family. There's some things when I'm wearing righteousness I never get into. It protects me from slander and gossiping other people, which is going to protect my reputation and how other people view me. It keeps me from ungodly anger, which is going to protect me from abuse. It keeps me from taking shortcuts in some areas and avoiding jail, maybe. It keeps me from abusing drugs and alcohol and protects me from addictions. But most of all, what it's doing is it's protecting my heart. It keeps me from sin, protects my relationship. Because here's the deal. If you lose your heart, you're dead. Big analysis, I know. That's why the Bible says, guard your heart above everything else. And some of us were going into battle without the breastplate of righteousness on. See, when you live by your own feelings, you're like, this is going to make me, I'm fine. It feels good. Well, that doesn't, I know, but it feels good. And instead of living by principles, I'm easily fooled because I'm like, nothing happened to me. I wore this out on Friday. I stole some stuff from work. I did the old 5-finger discount. I didn't pay my taxes. Nobody knows. It feels, so what happens is it feels okay because there's an immediate reward for doing wrong a lot of times. we're like, it's not that great. But Todd's over here watching him like he's getting away with it. But the reality is, over time, he's exposing himself every day but continuing to live wrong. And he's protecting himself, but this guy looks like he's getting ahead. That's why it confuses us all. But over time, eventually he gets caught. Eventually there's an issue. He doesn't have a job. There's different things that happen. Now you got a reputation, and there's all these things that happen. So when you realize the long-term benefits of doing this right, it's very, very powerful. The best way that you can protect yourself from so much pain, agony, and hurt is to guard your heart, because eventually you're going to be exposed to some things and be hit by some things that are going to do some real damage if you go into the battle of life with the wrong thing on.